Welcome on board on the Hurlie Up. We are Mike and Harry and we're sailing around the English Channel on a 22-foot sailboat. Last time we sailed from the Netherlands all the way to Eastbourne on a calm and easy passage. Now we're about to depart for Southern Harbour. To leave Southern we first have to pass a lock that's operated 24 hours a day. It was nearly high tide when we departed, so we only had to raise a little bit. Soon we were at open sea again, but had to use the engine because there was hardly any wind. The mist around Beachyhead Lighthouse set the scene. After passing the landmark, the breeze picked up, so we could hoist our sails. At Beachyhead we passed our point of return from last year. Never have we sailed this far. Sadly the wind soon left us and we had to start our engine again. We enjoyed the nice weather and beautiful coastline as we continued to Brighton marina. This marina is sheltered by a big breakwater, which gives it quite an industrial look. Luckily, the beautiful white cliffs on the other side compensate for that. After mooring, we took a small walk around the harbour and were back just before it started to rain. The next day we hiked eastwards along the Wight cliffs. We followed the so-called Undercliff walk to a small village of Rottingdean and hiked back through the Beacon Hill Nature Reserve. Although the views from Brighton Marina itself might not be the prettiest, we really liked its surroundings. After a day of hiking and doing groceries, it's time to set sail again. We have to plan our trip carefully to have the right tides at Chelsea Bay and Chichester Harbour. The southwesterly winds will be on the nose but shouldn't be that strong, so we have a great day of sailing ahead of us. After 6 hours of sailing, we're approaching Selsey Bill, the first critical point of this trip. We've decided to take the shortest route through the Loo Channel, but have to get our timing right with the 2.5 knots of current there. We arrive just in time. Sailing along the strong tide, we fly past the Boulder Buoy, which marks the narrowest point of the channel. After 9 hours in total, we sailed into the Solent and into Chichester harbour. Wind against tide causes some very big waves at the entrance of the Chichester Delta, so the last miles take a very long time. We decide to stop at the Sparks Marina, which is the first marina in the delta. The next day, we only do a short sail up the delta. Many people tend to skip these rivers as they are too shallow, so to say. A quick look on the map proves them wrong, especially for a small boat like ours. We sail all the way up to Emsworth, where we have to wait on a pontoon before there's enough water over the bill to enter the harbour. After a good hour of waiting, we can enter the marina. It's a lush and green environment, and we're surprised to see quite some big boats here as well. We walk around Tony Island, a military base with public right-of-way. It gives a great view of all the boats moored here. At sunset it's low tide again, and we can look at the still that's keeping the water inside of the marina. We are still afloat, but many other boats are on dry moorings. We had a very fast sail down the delta, where we raced several other boats. We sailed past the horse sand fort further up the Solent, passing Portsmouth while avoiding several hovercrafts operating as ferries in this area. In great conditions, we sailed towards Cowes. Arriving late in the evening, we struggled to find an available space. To our surprise, the marinas here aren't staffed in the evenings or at night. Eventually we moored at the Cow's Yacht Haven next to another Dutch boat. We already have sailed quite a distance and arriving at the Isle of Wight really was a milestone for me. Luckily we still have a lot of time left, so we'll continue sailing westwards in the coming weeks. We stayed in Cowes for several days. First we took the floating bridge and hiked to the east, but sadly most of the land east of the Medina River is private, so we couldn't really hike there. The days after we had more luck as we walked south and west. We did several more hikes along the Medina River with its lovely views, but slowly it was getting time to start sailing again. Join us next time to sail along to Jarmut, the Needles and even further. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe and watch our other videos as well.